so we're going to do a gradient in a brush. So we're going to start with the pearl. So I'm in the ellipse tool, holding shift and pulling out a nice circle. I do not want this to be dashed. Doesn't really matter. So I'm actually going to do, for this circle, I'm going to do a gradient fill. I'm going to do no stroke. And then I'm going to go over here to my gradient panel. I'm going to make sure that I've selected this fill over here. Go to the gradient panel, and I'm going to make it radial. The other thing you can do is, so you can obviously adjust this, but the other thing you can do is you can use your gradient tool over here on the left in the toolbox. I'm going to click it. Let's zoom in. So here's the gradient tool. So you can change where the center of the gradient is, where the white is, so sort of your light source. So that kind of adds another dimension. You can adjust the angle. You can make this longer. You can make it real short. You can adjust where the white starts, where the gray starts. So the gradient tool is really handy. Just FYI, let's say you have a line and you have a gradient applied to that stroke. You cannot use the gradient tool on the stroke. It just won't work. It has to be a fill. So for example there. So we're using our gradient tool, and I just want to see, that looks pretty pearl-esque, but I'm going to adjust this just a little bit more, so you can adjust however you need to. So that's going to be what my pearl is going to look like. Then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drag this into this graphic styles panel. I'm just going to drag it in. You could also obviously do new graphic style. But basically, by doing that and saving that in that panel, I can then apply that exact, is it this one? That exact gradient to any shape edit, whenever I want. I believe, yeah, so you can open a graphic style library. Like if you have this pearl saved in this file and you open another file and you want to grab the same graphic style, you can do that by going open graphic style library, other library, and finding your file, just like you can open the brush files. So just FYI. Okay. So we've made our graphic style. Now we're going to make the brush. So you can, because we've already saved our graphic style, if you want, you could just edit this. And it's just, again, a crazy color that you're not going to find on any other part of your document. No stroke. And then I am going to add this as a pattern brush. So that's what it's going to look like. Click OK. All right. So let's apply our brush. And then we are going to expand. Let me just make sure I'm doing this correctly. Yes. Okay. So we're going to object, expand appearance, just like we did with our gather brush. And now, as you can see, these are individual anchor points and lines. Then we can select one, select same fill color, and then I'm going to find my graphic style and apply. For some reason, there is a glitch in Illustrator, and it always does this, where the first one doesn't apply. This is a really great example to show you, though, how the appearance panel can help you figure out what's going on. because when I select this, I can see that the fill is underneath contents. When I move that on top, it solved my problem. So if you're having issues, definitely check out the appearance panel, and sometimes if you see things underneath the contents, bring it up top and it'll fix the problem. That's just an FYI. So it's a good teaching moment. So then now you have your gradient. When you're doing this though, just remember, before you expand, try and make sure as best as you can that you have your brush exactly placed the way that you want it, because sometimes, this one probably isn't that hard, since these are now all individual pieces, it's a little bit harder to edit. So do I. There we go. So if you wanted to take this from a curved or straight to a curved line, it's just harder to edit. But if you start with it already curved exactly how you'd like it, and then expand, then that's going to make your life a lot easier. Okay.